What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is recap time for Scotland and South Africa that took place yesterday at Murrayfield. What a weekend of rugby. We witnessed a magnificent test between Ireland and New Zealand. Ireland beating New Zealand for the first time in Dublin, and just before that we witnessed South Africa versus Scotland. South Africa beating the Scottish in a very, very intense battle between two fantastic sporting nations. Scotland showed up. Scotland showed a lot of heart and a lot of love and passion for the game, which is what we all love to see. And the Springboks did their best and came out on top after a very epic battle, highlighting an amazing performance from Handre Pollard and some of the boys. It was a very good game. It was a very good game. And before we get into the details of it, if you're new here and haven't yet subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are just more than 700 away from hitting the 10,000 subscriber goal. So if you're new here and haven't yet seen my videos, make sure you subscribe, check them out. Big rugby fan who enjoys reporting and recapping and previewing all international rugby games. It's going to be an epic time, so make sure you hit that subscribe button because there's so much more content to come. What a game. Kicked off with two amazing national anthems. The crowd was electric. They were vocal in certain instances where South Africa would be kicking. The boos were loud. The cheering was loud when Scotland scored some points. It was a fantastic game, and it was nice to concentrate on the game as intensely, especially watching Scotland play, which was awesome to see. I mean, they really are a strong team. I think it's in 2 years or so they only lost to the All Blacks at Murrayfield, and now obviously South Africa. So they got a pretty intense record. I mean, I think South Africa can't be disappointed with the way they played or with the intensity that was shown. Scotland's a great team. They're nowhere near what they were in the past. They're a well-developed competitive team that have outstanding rugby players who are capable of being the best in the world. Stuart Hogg, I mean, that guy had a belt of a game, showing so much potential within, and was a threat to the Springboks. He went off with a slight niggle. I really hope he's okay so he can make it back. But man, he's a great player. Obviously Hugh Jones, fantastic guy. Also got a few breaks away, had his moments. Obviously I'm familiar with him because of playing for the Stormers in Western Province, but what a player. But I mean, the key for me of Scotland and one of the kings within that squad is Laidlaw. He is a true gem. Not only is he a fantastic scrum half, he's a fantastic kicker. He knows what he's doing. His leadership quality is superb, and he really seems to gel the Scottish team together. I felt for the Scots after losing. I think they did enough to maybe also have picked up a victory. South Africa maybe didn't capitalise on, well, we didn't capitalise on opportunities, which disappointed me a bit. We had moments where we could have scored a try or two, but we kept playing this pick up and go game, and it works, don't get me wrong, but I want to see more passing out wide, getting it to Deante and Enquiries, because we're just not utilising our wings enough. And I said this in the previous video, which is an important factor. We need to utilise our wings if we are wanting to win games, and we just didn't do it yesterday. And I felt if we got the ball out wide, we would have got tries to our wings, and we would have scored more points. We had the opportunities. We were on the try line a few times, and I think if we capitalised. With Scotland's instance, they obviously, I think it was the 50th minute, had a penalty. They decided to go for the line out in order to try and drive the ball and get a try there, but unfortunately they couldn't. So they missed out on probably a 3-pointer. Could have been a draw, but again, epic result. Great win for South Africa. We needed a good win. Scotland are not easy. Yes, we last beat them in 2010, but they show up, and where they are now is so much better to what they were in the past. I think they're just developing, getting better, gelling with their team and growing as they move forward, which I think is extremely impressive, and credit to them. Townsend's done a stunner of a job with that team, pretty much like Joe Schmidt has with Ireland. A good coach gelling with your team, connecting well, is so important in rugby. And for me, that's the same thing with Rassie Erasmus. He's set a good camaraderie within the squad and the players. They all get along. They're positive. They've got a good attitude within, and it's the key to a winning team. Steve Hansen, the All Blacks, another example. You've got to have a great connection with your coach and your players and the captains as well. Otherwise, you're just never going to get anywhere in life. And that's probably the issue with Australia at the moment. Obviously, they picked up a win yesterday, but it's just those important key factors that need to be looked at as we go forward. But again, epic game. Before we get into some stats, with South Africa, I thought Puppy had a good game. I think he showed a lot of strength. He was quick with the ball. He didn't have a bad game for me. I was quite impressed with his scrum half duties. Handre Pollard was outstanding player. His try was brilliant. Got some good points on the board and deserved man of the match for me. And obviously other players stood out. But Pollard I was quite impressed with, and I thought he did well. With the ball in hand, he took control. He led from the front, which is what the fly-off should be doing. I said it before. Finn Russell and Handre Pollard were the keys to getting the points over, and are the keys to winning or maybe losing a game. And well done to them. So if we look at the stats, obviously Peter Horn scored a try with Hamish Watson. So 2 tries for Scotland, 2 tries for South Africa. Very neck and neck in that aspect, which is pretty impressive. Jesse Creel getting a great try in the 6-minute win. We scored the first one. I thought, hey, we're looking good here. South Africa could maybe dominate this game, but then Scotland fought back. They had opportunities where they would fight back and get some points on. So credit to them for that. Laidlaw kicking pretty well, and then Handre Pollard obviously getting his try in the 21st minute. Great break he saw, running through into it and scored. That's what I want to see. So happy with that. And how did they get it? Through passing play, which is the way to go. And obviously kicking over, Yankees getting some points on the board. Both, obviously Pollard missed a few kicks, Pollard and Yankees, so 75% kicking. Laidlaw 100%. That man is a genius, like mentioned. Meters run 294. Versus 273 to the Springboks. So, well, Scotland's got the 294. So very interesting stats there. If we look at the attacking side, possession 48 to 52 to the Springboks, which is neck and neck, very close. 47 to 53 in territory. So again, more close statistics, which is incredible, because if we look at the first half, it was 64 35 and 36 65. So second half definitely was a big change, and the same goes for what we saw in the territory region as well. Defending pretty not too bad here. Scotland 136 tackles, 180 of those being successful, so 87%, very good. South Africa 111 to 93 successful, 84%. Seem to be in the 80s, which is good. I want to see that just go up a bit. Discipline-wise, 8 penalties given away from the Scots, 9 to the Springboks, 1 yellow card, which I will get to now. Obviously, that instance with Willie Leroux, I personally feel he tried to grab it to score a try. I don't think that was yellow card worthy, but again, I'm not a fan of Roman Poit. I think he's one of the worst refs in the world. I don't think he had the greatest game yesterday, but these things happen because he also missed out on a headbutt from Sia Khaleesi as he was lying down. I saw that and I started worrying. I thought, sure, but they're going to go back on the screen and see that and maybe give a card offence. I think there's talk of it in the media, but he could be in trouble for that. Rassie's defended it, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. You can't headbutt a player. I don't know what was going on there, but I was surprised we didn't see a card there. But as for the yellow card, I didn't think that was the right call. I thought that was a bit harsh on Villy. But again, Springboks won. We pulled it out the bag for the win in Scotland. And again, the intensity in Scotland was tough. It was a strong Scottish team, and I'm happy with the result. I'm happy with the win. I'm proud of the boys for coming back and picking up a good win. And hopefully we can continue that. Next week's Wales. it's going to be intense. It's going to be a very, very tough game. I'm nervous for that one. The electricity within the Millennium Stadium is going to be amazing. The singing, the chanting, it's going to be an epic game, and I can't wait to watch that. So yeah, awesome game. Well done to Scotland for showing up, putting on a great performance, and congrats to my Springboks for picking up another win. Very, very proud of you guys. Hopefully we can keep going up those rankings and get in the top 3 one day soon. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Help me get to the 10,000 subscriber goal. We are, I think it's just less than 700 now to the goal. So please share it with your friends and family. Let them know who I am, especially if they are rugby fans. And I will try and create good content for you guys to enjoy. I love what I do, and I'm excited to continue to grow on this journey. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks so much for the support. Welcome to all the new guys, and I'll see you guys real soon for another video. There are still predictions and a few other things coming during the week, so make sure you are subscribed and have the bell notifications turned on. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.